A couple of weeks ago, I made a video where I used commands to make a series of defenses for a castle. Today, we're blasting off into the future and doing the same thing, but with a space station. Here we are, out in the vast expanses of space. I decided to build my own thing today instead of downloading one off the internet, and immediately regretted it because this is the best I could come up with. To be clear, this is an antenna, not a handle for your lunchbox. I'm thinking I'm going to keep things short and sweet today. We're going to make three things. We're going to make sort of like an automatic tracker to track, I don't know, all your enemies or something. We're also going to have like a laser cannon type thing, I'm thinking. And finally, we're also going to have a force field around this base. So, starting off with our tracking beacon or whatever. You know how when you fight the Ender Dragon, you got these end crystals and they're shooting these beams at the dragon? That's how I'm thinking I want this to work. You know, like you press a button and you get this beam that will point towards the nearest target. It occurs to me I actually needed some space to put these command blocks, so now we've got like a little, below decks area. So the way I would like this to work is I want it to be so that when you press a button, it'll target the closest person. Then, if you press the button again, it'll target, say, the next closest person. And finally, if you have had it target all the people within distance, it'll just cycle back around to the closest person. I'm thinking we can do that with just a simple cycle of tags, where it will tag new people with a tag until there is no one else who can be tagged, and then it'll remove the tag from everyone, if that makes any sense at all. So now that we're able to tag the person who's actually being targeted, we can just set up a simple repeating command block which will focus the beam on them. Okay, I think I've been able to set that up. If I tag myself with targeting, it will point towards me. It's a little bit bouncy, but I think that's just because the beam is actually only capable of following to like the closest block, if you know what I mean. Anyway, if we remove the targeting from ourselves, it should, yes, the beam will disappear. Now comes the time to see if our first bit of this was actually working. Alright, let's see if this is working. We have some super threatening targets out there, but I can't quite see them properly. So maybe if I press this button, okay, it's targeting that one. That seems very promising. Nope. Okay, I think I fixed the problem here. Let's see. Yes, it jumps to the next one. We press it one more time, jumps to the third one, and now it does not target anyone. I think actually that's good. It was not intentional, but maybe if it resets. Except then it doesn't work at all. Okay, once again, one small problem fixed later. We're targeting the furthest of the three at the moment, and if we press it again, it does cycle back to the first one. So next up, I believe we have our epic laser pointer. So I'm actually going to expand our thing a little here to have a little, shooting zone. Alright. I'm pretty sure we got this working already. We got a zombie up there who's our target, but let's target it because we can. And so now, if we look right at it and shoot, alright, a little bit of work later, and I think I have something that's working. It's just using some ray casting. Basically, we're just teleporting an armor stand forward when we click. But if we click, it'll teleport forward, and I think it's finally working. I think the few things we need to do are make the armor stand invisible, make it a little bit faster, and maybe add like a particle effect, just to make it a bit more interesting. Alright, so here we are. Oh man, there is an enemy spotted. We press the button to target it, because I guess we can, and if we zoom in, boom, we can just blow that baby up. One last thing I just felt like throwing in there, because why not? At the moment, there wasn't really a point for the shooting bay to occur. Like, people could just be shooting through the windows if they had a carrot on a stick. Well, now, you only get your carrot on a stick when you walk out here, and then you can shoot lasers till your heart's content. But when you come back in here, oh, bye-bye carrot on a stick. Alright, now the last thing is a force field. I'm thinking what this will do is basically whenever something gets close enough, it'll just freeze them in place. Like, they won't be able to go anywhere. I think that's going to be pretty simple to do. We're just going to have to take away the motion of everything that is, you know, some distance of blocks away. I think this is already working, and oh my god, I love it. Look, I'm throwing something, pretend it's like a bomb. It just stops. In midair, it just stops. But what if it actually were a bomb? Look, it doesn't work for just items. Here comes something, and oh, nope, stopped right in its tracks. How about a bow and arrow? Say, you're coming at this spaceship with a freaking medieval weapon? Well, too bad for you, because that arrow is not going anywhere. Heck, what if you skipped projectiles altogether and just sent someone in to raid the ship yourself? Well, I'm afraid you're still gonna be disappointed, because this guy is just gonna be stuck in air forever. Funny note, killed the wither skeleton, stuff is still sitting there. So, I want a particle effect. Here's the thing though, that's actually gonna be kinda difficult, because making particle effects in like a sphere configuration is not easy. But I'm gonna work something out. Okay, so what I've done is I've sort of summoned a bunch of armor stands in a circle around the base. You can't actually see them because they're invisible for hopefully obvious reasons. Hopefully when we put a particle effect at every single armor stand, maybe, ooh, that is, that's a bit more spirally than I had intended. Okay, let's kill all these guys and try again real quick. Besides that though, I think it's looking great. I think we just gotta tweak it a wee little bit. Alright, here we go, slowly spinning around, creating our sphere of armor stands. As we approach the windows here, we're gonna actually get to catch a glimpse of what this force field is gonna look like, hopefully. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, that's looking much better. I think the particle effect itself needs to be tweaked a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like they're sort of moving too fast almost. I don't want them to move quite that fast. But that's easy enough to fix once this finishes up. It still looks kind of spirally, but not quite so spirally. And I think it looks spirally to a degree that I think looks good. But one thing I did notice when I was checking it out is sort of the distance of the particle effect and the distance of the actual effect aren't quite synced up. Like you can see this arrow is hovering distinctly above the surface of it, or if I were to throw an item down, it's way above it. I kinda am thinking that the easiest way to fix that will actually be to change the range of the actual effect itself. Alright, let's see now, I guess. The arrows that already existed, they won't move. But if I throw an item down now, yeah, see, no, now it's too close. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. I could spend all night tweaking with the numbers, but it works well enough, and I really like it. I like the way that it seems to just be hovering on an invisible sphere. And if we get a few more stacks of them kind of in there, I think it looks even better, although some of them are hovering at slightly different heights, so that kind of ruins the illusion, so actually never mind, I hate it. Anyway, that's enough faffing about with the bits and bops of I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just do like a nice little trial run. So let's just say, we're chilling out here on the shooting deck for, reasons, I don't know, we're just shooting lasers. That's a problem that I did not think of. Hold on. Okay, back to the trial run. We're sitting out here on the deck shooting lasers that no longer collide with our force field, when suddenly we look up and we see, oh my god, TNT coming down, but luckily it all collides harmlessly on the force field. But where did it come from? Oh man, we dash inside to target, and why is it not targeting? Okay, well that was yet another thing messed up by the force field entities, but it's all good. We fixed it, and now we can actually target. Oh, it's pointing straight up. Oh my god, there's zombies! And suddenly, the zombies, they drop. Oh no, they're coming in. Luckily, they're still gonna fall on the force field, and we can quite easily just, pick them off one by one with our incredible laser gun. And that is that. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one, I gotta say. So, I suppose that's gonna do it for today. Thank you everyone so much for watching, I really appreciate it. This video was a little bit less explanation heavy. I might try that out here and there. I feel like, the explanation, you only want so much of it. But feel free to always leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because I just want to get better. That's all I want to do. So yeah, that'll do it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!